Hello, Joe. Give me my nothing bird. Hello, Jay. Hello, T-Des. Hello, Sheila. CN. Good to see you. Hello, 21 grams. Hello, Tube, Suze, Larry, Captain D Miller, silver-haired lady, and it looks like, guys, we're going to have the illustrious Linda Steffi, aka Linda Lyons, this morning. Emailed back and forth with her just a touch this morning. Awfully excited to have her back. See, prayers work, guys. Rick, thank you. Let's see, waiting for my dogs to arrive. Must be like a call girl waiting for the Navy fleet. All right. But we have to be careful, Rick. I don't know if you, any of you guys noticed Babylon B removed from Twitter for in satire calling Rachel Levine Man of the Year. What a woke world we live in. Hello, Lisa in Morehead City, North Carolina. Get on down to the Beaufort Grocery Company and eat for me. One of my favorite restaurants on this planet. Of course, I assume it's still there. Hello, B. Haynes. Hello, Race Cart Man. Hello, Storm's Happy Hour. Hello, Honeybee in Louisville. Noreen, right? It is funny. Oh, wait. Tucker, what did I see this one? Hello, SJCW in Brisbane. Trying to find this one. Somebody said something about Tucker in YouTube. Waiting to see if I can find that one, but I think it's going to be a tough one. Pickles Pack, it's good to see you, Pickles. Commenting on Linda, it's so good to have her in here. I'm going to sit here and see if I can find her post before I do anything. See, she did get USA Today's Woman of the Year. Why not? I mean, we should not limit someone's gender with our... Oh, wow. There it was, W8NR. I found what you had said. Man, what a world. Hey, Mary, another Spartan. Hello, Robin. Are we there yet? Now, I wonder how that works. Do you think YouTube can completely pull down Fox, or do they pull down just Tucker? So nothing with Tucker content will be allowed to be there. How's that going to work? Hello, Sylvia. It's good to see you. Hello, Scat Pack, Louisiana lady. Hello, Quiet One in southern Georgia. Oh, man. Gerard, sounds beautiful there in Florida. Oh, gee, somebody just said he was asking everybody to find him on Rumble. Heaven Bound, it's good to see you. Hello, Daniel Taggart. Enough names like that going to Rumble. Enough Dan Bonginos, Tucker Carlson, MarkZ's. And maybe they will finally get their problems straightened out, right? Let's see, get down to the Jewish. I'm trying to think of all the great things, or better yet, just Roro. Get on down to Captain George's for the all-you-can-eat crab legs. That place is a juggernaut while you're there in Virginia Beach. Go sit by the fire pit at Catch 21 and have an adult beverage. Hello, Kay Cress. Sandy in Clearwater. I'm still waiting to see if I can see Linda chat. Guys, have you seen Linda chat yet? Did she make it? I am trying to find or see, but on this smaller setup while I'm traveling, it is tough. Unredacted, YouTube loves lying Fox. It's just Tucker, but no surprise, they permanently deleted me over. Yeah, unredacted. You've seen the kind of gymnastics I have to do to stay, and it's touch and go at all times. Sybil, listening from a hospital bed. Prayers for Sybil. Tell me it's not breathing related. I think somebody just said up for taking all of the money out of the bank and watch them squirm. Mid-Mo Patriot. I'm with you. That is One of the biggest reasons I'm in Puerto Rico, looking at just the advancements in digital finance, decentralized finance. Heck of a learning thing going on down here, guys. Speaking of which, there is a big blockchain association meeting this evening, so I will not be with you at 7 o'clock. I will send out some type of update, whether that's on Twitter. Walter, many thanks, Walter. Skeeter, good to see you. I keep looking. If anybody sees Linda comment, please share. So excited this morning to get an email from her. All right, I'm watching the chat. Any news, Tico? I'm waiting just to. Oh, actually, it's 7 minutes in, further in than I thought. Nope. See if I can chase this one down. Number one chat person, but would love to hear from Blue Wolf more. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I would love to hear from Blue Wolf more too. Red White Wand calling. Hold on. Hello, RWB. Yeah, I was emailing her with her this morning. I was hoping she was going to make it into chat. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. All right, thanks. RWB actually, Red White Blonde actually spoke with Linda this morning and said she got all of our prayers, sends her love, and is hoping to make it in here. So that is great. All right, no, I've not done the news yet. Let me find a hat. Let's do this one. A lot of the news is left over from the weekend, guys, because we have a week full of expectations. What we shared over the weekend for Saturday, and I know not as many people watched the Saturday. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes more people watch the Saturday than the Friday. But what we had over the weekend, we had Arab nations talking about the removal of the SWIFT system, the new RippleNet for transactions, which we've always considered the beginning of QFS, right? We also had articles coming out of, and I will see if I can share this or not, out of the Iraqi parliament. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to figure out how to translate this one again. That they have got to change the exchange rate. This is in session late Thursday, discussed again over the weekend in all the major news outlets in Iraq as they are looking for that new change of rate, trying to find, it's already put it back into Arab. I'll try to do that kind of in the background or share it somehow today with you guys. Discussing the need to change the rate to reestablish its pre-invasion of Kuwait rate. That was the discussion, not the near nominal exchange rate, but an actual change to at least the value before the move into Kuwait, before they devalued the Iraqi dinar. So that was a big one on the weekend. We have the 26th. They are saying they will have their president sat on or before the 26th, which is a Saturday, isn't it? We also still have the court case on the 4th, April 4th, the Supreme Court, where they will have to answer if they do not have their new exchange rate or old exchange rate reinstated by then. So it's going to be a huge week for us to watch. Like literally day by day, we will be watching news coming out of Iraq and around the world on it. Let's what was the rate prior to the invasion? Behind the mic, it was about I think it was 331. Does anybody have that in front of them? Somebody said, hold on, let's see if I can find this one. 99 Racing, I love that one. I don't know if you want to see my bare chest. If you don't have a hat, I can go the Cornholio mode and use your shirt. For those that don't know Beavis and Butthead, you're not going to get that one, but it's great. Cheryl, don't panic if you still have saving bonds. Hang on to them. Trump signed an executive order. One of the last things he did on his way out the door to make certain that they would be honored. Trying to catch up with your chat. It's really tough on this setup. I can't wait to get back to my regular setup. Not that I want to leave this weather. This weather is amazing. The changes in my body are amazing. I'm built to, yeah, with the muscle disease. I need to be living here. Just do it, Iraq. I'm with you. Happy Bee, I've heard big things happening this week around the world. Um, it is going quickly. MS trades, is this our week? I think it's somewhere between now. I'm thinking probably most logical is going to be between the 26th and the 4th, but I wouldn't rule it out as being much sooner. Especially, I mean, my bond folks are convinced that it is in the next 48 hours starting from this morning. We'll see because that is their chatter. I don't have an update out of the redemption folks yet. They were going into a meeting this morning about the time I was starting. So I haven't had an update on that one, which I really hope to share with you guys. I like that one. W8TN. I need a beanie hat with a twirly thing. That would be awesome. I'll have to look for one. This is exactly, Fred. Why I think we will see it before the 4th. They have got to do something very quick to beat that timeline. That's exactly why. Grant thinks it was around 322. Joanne about 381. In a nutshell, the old Iraqi value was roughly 350 or so, just somewhere mid threes. Jill, can we still buy a dong? Yes, you can still buy a dong. A lot of places out there. Bernard thinks it was around 348. General consensus, guys, it was somewhere over 3, but less than 4. And I'm still hearing we make more than that because of contract rates. Oil for dinar, guys. They are the other countries that did not participate are allowed to, once their countries buy, United States Treasury buys it, Chinese buy it, whoever buys that currency, they're allowed to turn it in for cheap, affordable oil. And when oil is in, one of you guys, can you do a little research post over there what oil is going for per barrel right now? I mean, literally only needs to be $7 or $8 a barrel to make financial sense. It's nuts. 322. I like this in his service. Yeah, we're just going to run with 350, call it a day. But Frank does bring up a good point. With inflation, it should be considerably higher. Think of the inflation since they devalued the currency in the 90s. And that is one thing that we got to remember as they reinstate a value to the Vietnamese dong. And Mr. C's explained this before. The level playing field doesn't come in until after they revalue the currencies, and then it moves towards a parity so that you can value their currency in a proper level as compared to ours. Or basically you're devaluing the U.S. dollar because it's carried stronger than it should have as the petrodollar. This is going to be interesting. All right, we do have a lot of stuff to go on. Oh, wait a minute. Roadster Boy, I have one of those hats. You can get one at the Village Hat Shop in San Diego. Roadster Boy, after this is done, can we just create our own little car community in Puerto Rico? You come down, bring me a hat. I know, I mean, you're fairly close, right? You can just load your Roadster on there in Florida, drive it up to Jacksonville, ship it down. The car culture here is pretty neat. Lots of custom cars. I was towards Rincon yesterday for a business meeting, and car shows, old cars. I'm talking like old Mustangs, old Camaros, the Rice Burners, tuners. That's what you should call them. Old Datsun B210. I saw one of those. Some slammed mini truck. It was really neat. Oh, wait, somebody just said before Saddam Hussein, 321. Let's see, before Kuwait. Oh, good point. Wayne is pointing out that the new Saddam note was not recognized. So 321 on a worldwide. I think that's about right, Wayne. That sounds about dead on to me. while you all come to Puerto Rico by super yacht. Let's see. Wow, Susan said oil's up 684 to 110. Thank you for chiming in there. Now, Charlie, I did see one older Chevy coming down from the side of one of the mountains, which I don't think I may want to be driving one of those on the mountain roads here. But those old drum brakes work great on those things. But I saw the front of an old Chevy, but I didn't see the rear. And I don't know about you guys, but unless I get just the right angle on the front, I can't tell the 57 from the 55. Now, from the rear, man, anybody can tell the difference. It's important for a car. It's gotta have the right butt. You know what I'm saying? The right rear end. Please, I have absolutely, guys. I don't listen to anybody else's intel on purpose, so I don't get into the whole circle tell. I have no idea what Texas Snake's intel was, and I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that to be a smart butt or any of those. I don't know what was said. Bond people still quiet. Yes, I only have two Bond people that are still talking. The rest of them have gone dead silent on me, and those are the ones that when I mentioned this morning, Taitu, they're looking for the next 48 hours from this morning for their full funding. I think they're going to see it. I think they're going to see it. I think the push is for the 26th. I think we'll see bonds really paying, not kind of paying, not a little bit to shut you up. I think like full blown payment strong on bonds this week is what I think we're going to see based on all their chatter, banking chatter, and where we're at worldwide for this thing to be finished. Jesus Louise. Look at that. Dinar off eBay. Jill, I have bought a good bit of currency over the years on and off for other people where, I've had some folks that believed in it, but they were dirt poor and I had a little extra money at the time. So I would like order some and have it sent to them. Sure, right? We all need the right kind. Oh. Steve, I've not done El Toro yet. Chevy Chevette. Man, Arlene Thacker says my first car was a Chevy Chevette. I very much enjoyed seeing a lot of these older, like the Chevettes, the AMC Javelins, the Pacers, some of these older cars that nobody would have ever thought to take the time to preserve and keep up. And seeing some of those in perfect condition, really, really just awesome. Yeah, but if somebody over there on the other side can give me an idea of what Snake talked about, I will certainly give you my thoughts as to whether I'm hearing the same thing or not. Randy said word over the weekend was we're going to have a background check? Question mark. What say you, Randy? Yeah, you're going to have one. Don't let that bother you though. Um, you know, they're looking to make certain you're not a terrorist or you're not involved with some nefarious gang out of South America. They don't care if you've got things in your past. If you have paid your dues and you have done what you're supposed to, you have zero to worry about on that one. Hey, I passed mine, right? No worries, guys. No worries at all on that front for you all. Don't let them scare tactic you into thinking that it's a negative. They're basically just making certain that you're not rehypothecating the rats. So unless your last name is Rockefeller, Rothschild, something like that, you're good to go. Ooh, I like the old Bel Airs. No power steering. Oh God, that big a car with no power steering. I thought it was rough on my 260Z without power steering. Although we did have a 73 Ford, one of the first vehicles I learned to drive stick. It had a 3 on the tree, 302 in it. It had no power steering. It was a tough one. Good morning, LZ Warren. Hello, Kenneth. Broker MA. Yeah, if anybody does actually receive, we don't want to hear talk about the rainbow currencies. We want to see one like laying on your desk, on your leg from the ATM. I've yet to see one in person. I've seen press release photos, but I've yet to see the full blown thing. That would get everybody excited to have one of those real, not a photoshopped or whatever, but like the full blown real thing. Never drove a 3 on the tree, just never had one. Grant, that's it. I'll find one and rebuild it so we can all drive them after this thing. Daniel, isn't this a great question from Daniel? He's talking about the old rate. If everything goes back to a gold standard, everything was based on $35 gold. The problem was our prices weren't reflecting the gold price at the time. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. I'll wrap my head around it today as I'm getting work done. And I will end a little bit early today just to give you guys a heads up. A lot to get done today while I'm here. Oh, heck yeah, Biz. Definitely going to meet at the Mecum Auto Auction and just go nuts. Looking forward to that one. Rick wants to know if anybody knows if Charlie's old site's going to be back up or is it up now? Let you guys comment over there. Texas Snake said banker told him maybe 0200 hours this morning. He may hear something. Susan, we were told many, many years ago in the early days of this that the best time for them to launch this was somewhere between 11 p.m. Eastern and 2 a.m. Eastern. So we've always looked for those quiet hours. Those are the quiet hours of banking. So that is the easiest time for them to launch this one and look for any unintended ripples in the banking system. So it wouldn't surprise me on Texas Snake being given that information. Wouldn't surprise me at all, because we've always looked for that to be the time to expect it, is in those hours. All right, I'm going to get in trouble with Puerto Ricans here. Food's not that special, although Bevo's barbecue, oh my God, what a gem you all have in that one. A gem in that one. George said Charlie's old site's gone forever. We'll send new one. And Richard, I hope you are well. Said we got a troll alert from somebody named Brad. Who knows? Look, the way I look at it, trolls are a dime a dozen. They refuse to actually read any of the articles we share. They refuse to read the actual file documents at the UN over the last few weeks. They refuse to read the articles and the documentation that Iraq has filed. I mean, they've got their opinion and they're going to run with it no matter what the reality is. I'm betting they're wearing 3 masks too. Jay Gutta, good morning, Mark and everyone. Keep the faith. It's getting to a point where there will be no choice but RV. Boom, exactly, Jay Gutta. Our time is coming. Positive vibes. Jay Gutta, you are dead on. Ooh, that would have been cool, Karen. First car was a Corvair. Shifter on the console, motor in the back. George, you're not going to be able to. George, see if you can whisper that site to one of the mods. Or I think is that what they call it? I think it's called a whisper at Twitch, so they can post it. George, we had to turn off too many attacks where we were getting bombed, links from porn sites, trolls trying to get us removed. They would bomb in links to really just crappy stuff, so we had to disable links. Jerry, I like that one. I don't care how many gears it has. I know how to drive it. Grind at 13 speed all day, every day now. Right? And then you've got like the double set of gears as you go from the green to gear, you go back through them. Jason Gregory, it's good to see you. Cactus Jack, man, it's good to see you. Cactus Jack said, Mark Z, you look Great, brother. P.S. Puerto Rico PR women are caliente. No comment. You're not getting me in trouble, man. Deadly. Oh, wow. A school bus with a tree. That would have been interesting. Larry, if the brakes don't work, pop it in reverse. You know, I did that one time. Fortunately, they have tree shear bolts on the rear end in the 260 because I had a brake issue with it, and I did. I downshifted for everything I was worth to get it stopped. And they've got those old ones because they had independent rear suspension, so they had bolts that were meant to shear before you break the rear end, and it did sheared them just right off. Did what it was supposed to. Keeping an eye out in hopes that we see Linda. Guys, if anybody does, please bring it to my attention, no matter what it does. If it is all of you, I will be so very excited. Nicole, exactly. So if you got Denargos at 322, you have a 500 note. Does that mean that's exactly what it means? Let's say you have a 10,000 note. That would suddenly be $32,200. You have nailed the math, Nicole. Steve say just play along. And like I said, nobody knows the timing, Steve. Nobody knows the timing. If you listen to me at all, you will know we are guessing at the timing. But I do miss you having your band, Steve Miller, because that was one of my favorite bands. Colby Russ, thank you, sir. Very curious if any of the Puerto Rican banks will be offering XRP. I don't know if they'll be offering XRP accounts or not, Colby. With the QFS style accounts, you shouldn't need an XRP style account. Trump said might go to 50s prices. Absolutely. I've heard anything from 50s to early 70s. Pierre, happy birthday. I missed that one. Means I get to sing today. Not that you guys want to hear me sing, but why not? Jamie, can you comment on how background check should be made? You're not going to have to go file anything or do anything funky. There is trying to remember what the term is. It's like a one-page thing for DHS. Trust me, they already have all your information. And somewhere in my paperwork back home, I should have a copy of what that looks like. I will look for it. You guys remind me once I'm back in the continental U.S., and I will look for it. See, Wind Rider, Steve Miller Band is awesome. Fly Like an Eagle was great. Archbishop Davis, man, it is good to see you. How are things in St. Petersburg? Yes. You're glutton for punishment if you're looking forward to me singing that one. Anybody else? Let's see. Could they move the court date out of the 4th? They possibly could, Hawk, but they have put too many things into motion to comfortably be able to kick this can at all. So I'm not looking for them to kick this one. They've tied it with the seating of the government. They have set up too many of those. They've had to sit down with the Kurdistan bloc, or the Kurdish bloc, I should say. They've put too much into this one. Too much effort has gone into seating this one. Mr. Poole, still don't know who this Mr. Poole person is. Has pictures of Buckle Up, We Are There. But I believe Mr. Poole is correct. Hey, Rod Steele in the house. You got any news for us, Rod? Expeditious, no, I've not heard from her. Expect to today, though. She's on my list for today. Peter, Steve Miller, we're the children of the future. See, there you go. We are the children of the future. Roseanne, today is my sweet daughter's birthday. She's 42 today. My sweet Molly. Happy birthday, Molly. Yeah, no matter how old they get, they are still your babies, Roseanne. That's one thing I've learned. My oldest is 29. My youngest is 20. Well, 19. She'll be 20 in September. So looking forward to it. Watching them grow up, become their own people, very secure in their way, very opinionated in a good way, strong in their convictions, I should say. Even if we don't always agree, I love that they have the strength of their convictions. And she is loving working in healthcare. She is volunteering hours at the hospital to help take care of people, and it's just awesome, just awesome. Rod Stills asking how bonds can be paid if codes haven't been entered by Mr. C. It means they're being paid with fiat. They're being paid with fiat. Now, the original design was to pay them in fiat. The original design was to RV in fiat. It was to do all pay fines and penalties in fiat. And then we were supposed to reset and go to gold backed, leaving basically pinning that cost on the old fiat system. Then the decision was made to go asset backed for it first before the reset so that there was no chance of anything being stolen. Oh, wait, how long before I am back on regular YouTube? I think it's late this week. I'll look it up. I think it is the 25th that I'm back. I'll let you know, guys. I will take a look and let you all know this evening. Mr. C said it'd be okay to take somebody exchange. Absolutely, Ben. You can take somebody exchange if you want. Just keep in mind that you're opening yourself up to them talking. If there's an NDA, you're opening yourself up to them making a comment and you losing your money because you took them with. So that was the only thing I would be worried about. Bert, yeah, you're rarely wrong. I will have to admit, Bert, you got that one. The fountain of truth. When are you going to believe me? you know, Bert, I'm still looking for those to start at the exact same time that you're going to see that first big arrest, and then within an hour or two, I think that is when you get the announcement of the RV because they will have everybody on a dead run. I don't think you're going to see weeks and weeks of these high-profile arrests and then an RV. I think you're going to see them exactly the same time because that's how it was explained to look, how it would look by someone within. Okay, Interpol. God, why did I have such a tough time with that one? Definitely, no. They're when they're talking about the YouTube, they mean on my original YouTube channel instead of over here at Trolling News when they're talking about back on YouTube. And Carla brings up a good point. They have arrested thousands already. Yeah, we've seen it in the news from the Epstein crowd, some of the billionaires that were part of that. We have seen a lot of arrests already. Julian, like that, In and Out, California. Phil G says we could possibly see the T-Man back this week. Somebody said they raided a Biden beach house. They watched it on video. Oh, the Hunter indictment is definitely coming. You now have New York Times. New York Times. I'm trying to think of all the different ones at this point that have confirmed that the laptop is indeed his, and those are indeed his personal messages, which lay out a tremendous case for corruption. You don't have to question it or wonder. You literally have the documentation full blown in front of your eyes. I'm told there's no limit to dong. Yeah, on the tranching side. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing it will take at least 100 million dong before anything gets tranched, but it's still not going to limit how much you have. Sylvia Gurr, reach out to them. I know they're trying to catch up to everybody and get that one worked out. If you don't have any luck, let me know. Ben, I am definitely not taking anybody to my exchange. I don't want to risk it. Yeah, I still think we're going to see the extra $2 for those that were part of the liberation of Iraq, if that's what we want to call it. Ooh, helicopter flying over. My ears are doing this. They're looking for me, man. The black vans are going to pull in. The SUVs. All right, 1036. Brain Diva, knowing enough people in Interpol. I actually have a lot of faith in Interpol. I know some people don't, but I've worked with too many of them. JJ, they will be licensing different banks, including local banks. It's moving too quick for me to highlight some of these guys. I just get lucky when I get some of them. Yep, yeah. I better be careful. They will. They'll start rappelling down the lines, swatting in here on me. Jay Gutta said something else. What did Jay Gutta say? Any word on who may have been on the plane that crashed in China? No. I've been curious. I should have probably talked about it earlier. Always a high profile when they take one down. Jay Gutta, just like when they were planning on shooting out the tires to kill Assange, they were willing to kill everybody on the plane during landing to take it. Just nuts, isn't it? Trudy, no, you're watching me on YouTube, not pirated, because I can see your comment. So you're supposed to be here. Sharon, yeah, you can share with the husband. That's still covered. That I'm positive of. That I'm absolutely loving some of you all's comments. Clarence Cotter in the hospital. Clarence Cotter. Oh wait, not Clarence Carter. Clarence Thomas in the hospital. Some type of infection. It was a breathing issue, but it was not COVID related. Most likely, come on, good old fashioned pneumonia from sitting around all day long at the Supreme Court wearing one of those cloth masks that he has been seen in so many times. Is that actually, that is not, that is painted concrete behind me. That's not paneling. It is a concrete condominium in Puerto Rico, an Airbnb, and they used old rough lumber for the forms. So it looks like wood, but it's actually concrete. Really kind of a cool look in my book. Somebody noticed that. All right, I'm going to sing to Pierre. I know there's a lot of news, and guys, links are difficult with the computer setup that I have brought with me. So I have to apologize. You guys don't get all kinds of cool links to look at. So much that I've read, much of it on the Sandman Project, which is removing the petrodollar from the Middle East and around the world to allow for trades. There was a great piece from Lou Rockwell. Boy, that was a tough one. Talking about the unsustainable humanity, the move towards the deep state, all that, how it's played out. It got a huge kick. Twitter suspending Babylon Bee over jokingly, satirically naming Rachel Levine Man of the Year because he's a guy that identifies as a woman and cross dresses. So, anyways, they did the whole thing, and because they named him Woman of the Year, so Babylon Bee decided, hey, we can call him Man of the Year. That it really is just a crazy world we live in. That offended anybody. If it did, you should probably take your little hurt feelings and go home. Oh, a great one, though, a great piece. Escobar, the rules based international order is unraveling much faster than expected, which is fantastic. This is just how hard the Great Reset is going to fail, meaning the nefarious worldwide one, as they find a way to move money. They find a way to move it. Money always finds the best way. My favorite, though, is a quote from Zoltan Pozar, formerly with the Fed, IMF, Treasury, all that. And this is a great way to end it before I sing happy birthday, before I get on to more meetings today. If you think that the West can develop sanctions that will maximize the pain for Russia by minimizing the risks of financial stability and price stability for the West, then you can also trust unicorns. I love that one because it is so stinking accurate. Man China of the Year. Oh, no news on the Mexican drug cartels. Zamco concrete walls. No. I wonder if I can do this. Here, let's see if you guys can see what I see. I'm going to try here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Trying to find, let's see. Puerto Rico out the window. All right. Back to you. And then somebody's making noise. All right, Pierre and everybody else doing the birthday thing, I am going to sing to you, and then I'm going to get busy working. Next scheduled podcast is going to be tomorrow morning at 10, and then we should be back to 2-a-days until the travel day on Thursday. The ocean's out a different window, and you can see it, but it is just beautiful. There's this huge cross out there that's probably 200 feet tall that they light up with different color lights on nights, purple or whatever. It's just beautiful. 21 grams. Thank you. Have a blessed one as well. The sun makes podcasting difficult from out there. I wanted to do it and let you guys see the background the whole time. It's so awesome. Kukla, it's good to see you. Thanks for popping in last night too. Sing to Molly as well. All right, I'm going to sing to Darling. So we got Molly, Pierre. Anybody else celebrating? It is a beautiful view out there. Beautiful view. Don't worry about gifting the dinar to somebody, whether they get the contract rate. Just make certain you share the link or number when it comes out for getting their appointment set, or the directions so that they can get their appointment. Don't be worried about that one. All right. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, darling. May you live, may you love, make all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right, big guy, your birthday too, and Molly and everybody else celebrating. If you are celebrating, chime off in there. Tell everybody you're celebrating. Enjoy it. Jesus Quintero, birthday on March 23rd. I got a lot of friends of mine in real life. Gio, friend of mine, Giovanni, and I guess so many. Becca. So anyway, a lot of them, a lot of friends in real life that have a birthday of the 23rd. So that's a popular one. I haven't done the backwards math on it, but it must be something important. All right, guys. Yeah, wait a minute. Was it like, I don't know. It wouldn't have been. I'm trying to go back in my head. Now I'm going to think on this one. I'll put it in math. March 23rd is the best day. I love that. So many commenting. Roswell Alien's birthday's the 24th. I'll have to come up with a way to sing to you, right? Record it when I get home or something. All right, guys. I will see you in the morning. If something big happens, I will come in before then. Bye, guys.